Hi, everybody. This is Ladybug, and I'm just letting you know that I did finish the hummingbird, and I have sealed it. So when it's dry, I'll show you the completion. Okay, because right now it's wet. So we're going to be working on the green fairy. Okay, I'm almost to the first of the month, so I figured I'd go ahead and get it started because I started this a little early, um, and whatnot, and then I spilled those drills, and then I had to wait and get some more, so I ended up having to put this on hold. And so anyway, so we're gonna continue working on it, and I hope y'all have had a great day. It's been a pretty nice day so far, and so let me get my drills. Now, what I'm going to be working out of is this container here. I'm going to turn this computer off and move it. Okay, get it out of the way. Okay, and this new container thing that I've got, and so we're going to be working out of this one. So let me kind of get a little organized here. Get that out of the way. Get these three. These are my extras. Anyhow, I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. Let's see. Let me have over there. Turn this on. Okay. Now, okay, let me have these. I have those. Okay, I think I'm ready. I've got my bottle of water. So here we go. Yeah. This is the first time I've worked out of these particular the container, so this be 939, which is way up here. Okay, I've kind of changed it out and I'm using it by the DMC numbers rather than like 1 through whatever. Okay, and so we're gonna live and learn kind of thing on this thing. We're gonna what they call trial and error. Anyhow, what I'm working on is the W's, which is right in here, and so we'll see how it goes. Okay. No, I don't have any music going today, so I figure we just sit and talk and chat a little bit. Yeah. But I am kind of tickled with this so far. Yeah, but I finished the hummingbird, and I immediately sealed it because I know I'll be moving it around a lot, and I didn't want any of the drills to fall off. So anyhow, so this is what we are working on. Now this one particular painting, because it's got a lot of different varying colors, and so it's got a bit of confetti. So, but I'll probably be working on this one as well as that pink um, peacock, because the pink peacock I can use for Diamond Grandma's event coming up, which is I think it's tail feathers, And so I figured I'd work on that one and this one. And then what is it? Is it April is fairies? May will be horses or farms or anything to do with um, the Kentucky Derby. And from what they said, so you can have a barn, or you could have a pair of boots, horses, cows. I guess I don't know. And so anyway, and the one I got picked out is the donkey that I bought it was a couple of months ago, and that's the one I got picked out. I'm gonna do the donkey, so I got it. I haven't kitted it up yet. I just happened to find it the other day, and I said, "Yep, I can use that one," because I was originally looking for a couple of horses that I had bought a couple of months ago, 2-3 months ago. And anyhow, yeah, but I couldn't find them, so I got them stashed somewhere. I just haven't been able to find them. And one of them is looks like a black horse with with a red, it almost looks like fire almost type background. I got that one, and then the other one I got is two horses, and one is black and one is white. And I've got that one too. So I just, it's here somewhere. I just put them away and I can't find them. About normal. I put things away so well that I end up forgetting what I did with them, kind of thing. I say, oh well, it happens. Mm. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get, if my grandson's off today because this is his day off. And if he's going to head over towards Walmart, right, I think I'm going to try to get him to stop by the Subway and pick us up a couple of Subway sandwiches. And that'll be our dinner for tonight. Because my daughter didn't cook. She got up late. She didn't climb out of bed until a little after 1, and she has to leave here at 2:30. So she didn't have time to cook. But there's a lot of leftover spaghetti, so if nothing else, Jesse can eat that if he doesn't want a sandwich. But I think I'm going to get him to run down the store and pick me up a Subway. I'm in the mood for a Subway for some reason. Yep. I like the one they call it. I don't know what. Anyway, it's got like everything on it. I don't know what it's called. It's like a BTL or BLT or something like that. Yeah. And so anyway, so I'll have him if he's going that way, because Walmart's not that far away. It's only about a 20-minute drive. And that's if he's going out. If not, then I'll probably end up making a grilled cheese sandwich. Always fall back on the grilled cheese, right? Yeah. But anyhow. But yeah, I can now that I can concentrate on this one, I can get this one done. And because the one that I dropped and whatnot and lost in the carpet and had to wait for it to come in was this color right here. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it's 3047. And one of the ladies sent me, ordered me some, and so I can, so now I'm using it for this particular event. So that'll work for me. Yeah. But so far, I like this container. So far, it's easy to get out. You know, it's easy to fill. Um, it's easy to open the container so you can get to the drills. You know, you just have to make sure that when you put it away, you have to be sure to snap it down and that you got the lid snapped down tight. But other than that, it seems to be working out all right. Yeah. And I ordered like I told you, I think the other day, I ordered a table. It looks almost like a hospital table. And um, and it fold, you know, it can roll it up underneath the bed or the couch, and it's out of the way. And so anyway, I ordered one, and I was talking to my daughter about it, and told her how much I'd paid for it, and she goes, "Ooh," she says, "I wonder if I can. What do they think they have any more?" And I said, "I don't know. I guess they do." So we got on Temu, looked it over, and ordered a second one for my son-in-law. So that way he's got a little table that reaches over his chair. You know. And so I told her to go ahead and order it, and I, pay for it because I owed her some money anyway. So anyhow, so I went ahead and ordered that for her. Yeah, between us, we kind of order things for each other, and it all comes out in the wash in the end. You know, I help her, she helps me. You know, this kind of thing. So, mm. But this thing, it rolls around, and it's got a flat table like this, so okay, it's flat, right? And then it also tilts like this, or it tilts where you can have it at an angle. And then if you want to put it away and you don't want to work on it, you can fold it up flat like this, and just slide it up under the couch or beside something, and it's up and it's out of the way, which I thought was a pretty cool idea. So that's why I got one. Yeah. Actually, I got the idea from Diamond Grandma because that's what she uses out there when she's taking care of her mom during the day. And she sits and diamond paints on that thing. And it works out well for her too. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to look around and see if I can find one. And so I was just perusing through Temu like I always do, which is a bad thing, but anyway. Um, and then happened to run across that table, and I went, and I got to looking at it, and it looks like it's fairly well built. It doesn't look flimsy, and so I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and order it because the table that I'm working on right here, um, this one came from Temu. Mm-hmm. Sure did. And it's pretty stout. Yeah. Anyhow, and so That's why I was telling my daughter I can take that and drag it out onto the porch, right? And sit on the porch and do in diamond paint, you know. And so, to where it's a little more comfortable. The table that I've got is okay, but you're kind of sitting hunched over because the table is not quite tall enough, and and that's why I was continuing to look for something a little bit different, you know. So hopefully when it comes in, it'll work out. Yeah. Oop, I was standing up on end. Grabbed an extra one. And so anyway, so I did that the other night, and then I bought some more storage. I got another one just like this one that I decided to go ahead and get, and that one was 14 something, and it had, instead of having 78 like this one, it's got 50, and it's got the smaller sizes, then the medium sizes, then the larger size, and then the extra large sizes. And so I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. So that way I can start using those instead. And so far, I like it so far. You know, so I went ahead and ordered another one of those. And let's see, I ordered another pen, a new pen. Let's see, what else did I order? Most of it is diamond painting tools and stuff. And so anyway. But I didn't order any diamond paintings at all. Most of it was that I ordered was mostly diamond painting tools and equipment. Yeah. Still spent more than I should, but anyway, that's beside the point. You know. And then, so I'll, you know, I'll show you what comes in when they deliver it. Because right now I don't look to see it until probably the end of the month. You know, probably the end of April. But that's okay. And so anyway. But we're making some progress here, a little bit. Doing the color blocking, I can do that quite fast. Now when it comes to the confetti and stuff, then it's a little bit different. So yeah, I finally got to bed about 4:35 o'clock. Got all nice and comfortable, and was just about to fall asleep. And Miss Lily decided that she doesn't like being by herself. So she comes into my room. She sits on the desk here, right, and meows at me. So I get up to check and make sure she's got food, make sure she's got water, you know, and she's got everything that she needs. So I said, well, I'm going back to bed. You know, go on now. Kind of thing. And this went on for hours. Okay. She'd wait till I was just about asleep and then wake me up again. And unfortunately, I am a very light sleeper. And so the least little thing wakes me up, and then it takes me forever to get back to sleep. So I got roughly about an hour's sleep today. I finally fell asleep. It was a little. It was a little after 1 when I finally fell asleep, and then I got up. I guess it was about an hour later. I just, you know, and so I've had about an hour's sleep during the night. So, needless to say, I am definitely going to have to take a nap today. Yeah. But she was lonely and didn't want to be by herself, and her sister is up in her hidey hole where she can't find her, so she's by herself and she don't like it, so yeah. So she drags me all the way out to the kitchen. I make myself another cup of tea, and I sit there with this little laser pointer thing, toy that we have. Sat there playing with her, right? For, I don't know, about an hour, hour and a half, something like that. And then I came back in here and went to bed and laid down. And by that time, I just laid down when my daughter got up. Okay, like I said, she got up, it's about 1 o'clock. And so she was there to entertain Lily, and I got an hour's sleep. All righty. Yeah. I don't know what her issue was. I don't know. She just didn't want to be by herself, I guess. I don't know. And she won't lay on the bed with me. She just won't do it. Frankie, now she'll lay on the bed beside me. We'll sleep, take a nap together, that kind of stuff. Lily, on the other hand, is entirely different. She's a cuddle bug, don't get me wrong. She likes to cuddle, but she doesn't like laying on my bed. I don't know why. So, no, she wants me to sit up and hold her while I'm sitting in the chair. And I'm going, no, not when I'm this tired. And so anyway, but I enjoyed catching y'all live last night. That was interesting because I'm not used to seeing anybody that I know up and online at 4 o'clock in the morning. And anyhow, so yeah, I get a few more. And so I stayed on. I don't know what time it was. I guess it was about 3:30 or so. And stayed on until 4:30, and they were starting to, shut things down. So I stuck around for an hour, hour and a half, something like that. It was fun. It's interesting. Yeah. There was a lady named Joan on there. There was Miss Southern Belle, of course. And then there was a lady called Lorna that was on last night. And had a nice talk, nice discussion, talking about various things. And so anyway. Yeah, I'm just picking up all the W's. Because I'll be having to change colors here in just a little bit. Yeah, I like catching those pop-up lives. I like those. I like catching those. Yeah. maybe just perusing along on the YouTube, and all of a sudden it'll be there, and I'll check the see how long they've been on, and they say, oh, it's only been down there 15, 20 minutes. Oh, okay, well, I'll whip over there and join them, which is what I did last night. I don't see any more W's. Well, I do, but they're way up here, and the tray is kind of in the way, but that's all right. We'll get them. And so anyway, and then tomorrow, my daughter and I are going to leave and get out of here early and go grocery shopping and get everything done. And when I've got a little more energy, I got a little more energy first thing in the mornings, as long as I can breathe. And so we're going to take out of here, go grocery shopping, do our thing, and then get back here before it gets too warm. So anyhow, yeah, I got a ton of groceries to get. I got to stock up again. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Yep, I think I'm going to like this. All right, we got some D's here. So D is, looks like 890. 890 right there. Yep. The only thing you do have to be careful of is when you pop them open. Be careful not to spill them. All right. And but yeah, we got to go grocery shopping tomorrow. And I got to pick up a couple of cards. And what else do I got to do? I can't remember. But anyway, the packages that I'm going to be sending out, they're going to, I'll be putting them in the mail on April the 8th. Because I've got a doctor's appointment on that day. And on our way through, we can swing by by the post office and get them on their way. Get over there. Sometimes it wants to pick up and sometimes it don't. It all depends. Yeah. But yeah, I was glad to finally get that hummingbird done. I was glad. It took me forever. I don't know how this Temu thing with the free giveaways are supposed to work. But I've got something like 8 free gifts that I'm supposed to get. Now, how it works, I don't know. We will find out. But they had me pick out 8 different gifts, 8 different ones, and so I picked out 8 different things to for them to send me for free. So, will they? Maybe. I don't know. I've never had them send me anything for free, So, we'll see. Not exactly sure how that works. So I think about if you go, um, on the website, right, you have a daily freebie or whatever, and then they just confirm the address, and then they're supposed to send it to you. Now we'll see. That's all I'll say is we'll see. I'll believe it when it comes. It comes in the mail. Great. If not, then it was a scam. So anyhow, we'll see. Come on now, pick up. There we go. Because I know it's got wax in there. Anyhow, so I need to check on my other orders. I've got like 3 other orders I'm waiting on. That's I've been waiting on them for about 3 weeks now. For some reason, Temu takes forever to deliver here lately. I don't know. I swear, I think they're packing it in on a mule or something. I don't know. All I know is it takes forever to get a delivery from them. And what they've been doing is they've been mixing. They'll like hold your packages or your orders until they have so many, and then they'll finally pack it all into one bag, and then they'll send it to you. So I think that's what's causing them to be so late. That's why it's taking them so long. I think that's what's going on. I understand that, free shipping is not easy, especially in this day and age. And so, yeah, I looked on my channel, and unfortunately, I was noticing how many subs I had originally a couple of days ago. I had 225 subs. Well, I checked on it this morning to see if I had any more subs, and it's down to 222. So I lost three subs somehow. We're trying to get to 250 so I can have a giveaway. Because I think I'm gonna pick out. I've got two or three center wands that I think I'm gonna give away. And unfortunately, I can only ship here in the U.S. because the shipping in from here to Canada and from here to Europe is just way beyond my measly little income. So, and so it just I'm sorry I can't include everybody. And maybe in a few months or whatever, maybe I can scrounge up enough to send you all a gift card or something, but I can't do that right now. So, yeah, one of my subscribers reminded me that um, the shipping is so expensive when you ship out of country. And I'm going, oh, that's right. And I said, I hadn't even thought about that. So, unfortunately, this is going to have to be, this time around, is going to have to be strictly for the U.S. But once I, do this one, then what I'll do is I'll aim for try to get to 800 right? And then I'll try to. I think I'll send out. I'll try to send out gift cards instead. You know, that'll give me time enough to, scrounge up enough to where I can give away, like $15, $20 gift cards. You know, but we'll see. We will see. Mm, mm. Well, we're getting there. We got most of the D's. Let's see. There's one right there. Yeah, like I said, they're kind of scattered out. And so this is where we start getting into the confetti. Mm. Yeah, there's D's, G's, and O's all in this little grouping right here. Yeah, there's another one. Let's see. Alrighty, I think I've got all the D's. Nope, there's one right there. Okay, I think I got them all. Alright, let's put this one back. And we'll dig out another one. Oh, come on. This one's a little tight. There we go. There we go. I'm using this smaller tray because it's easier to get them back in the little container. There we go. Yep. Yeah, we gotta put that back over there. All right. Now, what's next? I got some U's. Not very many of them though. How about H's? I got a lot of H's. All right. How about an H? It's 470. It's this one right here. Yeah, it's kind of a green color. And I want to try to keep an eye on my time because I don't want to go over about 30 minutes. Okay. I got a piece of advice about going short and sweet. So I'm going to give it a try. Give it a try. And but yeah, tomorrow on my next one, I will be doing I'll show you the completion of the hummingbird, and it's so pretty. Yeah, working that one was fun. It was interesting, and such vibrant colors. I just love the colors in that. And I wanted to get it sealed, and then I'm gonna hang it up on the wall. But not sure which wall I'm gonna hang it on, but I'm gonna hang it up because it's really, really pretty. Now there's one under the thing that I got, and I got it about maybe a month ago, something like that. And anyhow, it's a bunny rabbit. It's a big old bunny rabbit. The thing is that when I ordered it, I thought um, I had ordered it as a 40 by 40, right? And when it came in last month, it was a 60 by 60. but it's really cute, but it's really big. So my daughter was saying, well, when I was talking to her about it, she said, you're going to have to find another place to do it. And I said, yeah, I know. I said, I'm going to have to probably set up the card table and sit outside on a porch in order to work on it. But I'm not going to work on it right now. But yeah, I was going through looking, and I happened to find it. I remembered that I had it. But it's cute. I mean, I'll have to show it to you before I close off here because I got it stuck up underneath the table here. But I may start it, and then again, I may not. It all depends. Depends on how quick I can get through some of the rest of them. You know. And then I want to start that black cat that Miss Southern Belle sent me. Luckily, that one's a partial, so I may start that one here in the next few days. Yeah. Anyhow. Alrighty. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Yeah, I was watching Linda this morning. I was watching her a little while ago. And I can't remember what she was working about. Something about animal paws. I think she said puppy paws or something like that. That's what she was working on. And I said, "Oh, okay." And then I watched her open up a friend mail from a lady called Johanna. Johanna. Anyway, or Jonah, something like that. Anyway, and watched her do that. She got all kinds of goodies. Yeah, the woman, she sent a printer for a sticker printer thing, whatever, where it prints out stickers. Sent her that. Send her another one of these container things like this. Send her another one of those. Oh man, she got to send her a bunch of different stuff, all kinds of interesting stuff. All right, I think the H's are done. It looks like it. Yeah. But as you can see, we're starting to come into the the confetti now. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oop, got one more. There we go. Yeah, you can see I got my little dryer sheet here. See here? See what I do is I cut them up. Oop, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. A little dryer sheet in there to keep the static down. There. Alrighty, there's that one. Let's do some J's because I've got one over here and then a bunch of them right here. So we're going to do some J's. J is 472. That's this one. And anyhow, and I think it was Bear Hug, I think, it was on the channel last night on the pop-up live, and he was talking about, she was talking about um, that the dryer sheet was a good idea for static, and I said, yeah. I learned that from somebody else. I can't remember who, but it does come in handy. Because I can't, thing is when you get a lot of static on your drills, they stick inside of your containers, and it's hard to get them out. So that's why I use little dryer sheets. Yeah, I'll take a dryer sheet and I'll cut it up in little squares, and then I keep it inside of that a little box. My little box here. I know y'all have seen this, but I'll show it to you anyway, in case you haven't. There are my dryer sheets. I cut them up and I keep them in this little box. So that way they're ready to go when I need them. Okay. Whoop. And so anyway, that's how I keep my dryer sheets available. I bumped my tray and it flipped it over a little bit. Luckily, it's over here, not on the sticky part. And, but yeah, she was saying that, that she hadn't thought about that before, and it was a good idea. And I said, well, you're welcome. Because it wasn't my idea. I got it from somebody else. I can't remember who it was. And then they started using, another one uses the static, I think it's called Static Guard. And they spray it on like a Q-tip. And then they wipe the inside of their bottles with it. And wipe it, and then wipe it around and stir it around their drills inside the bottle. And that helps as well. I've never used the Static Guard before, so I just stick with a good old dryer sheet. Yeah, go cheap. Yeah. Let's see. But as you can see, there are quite a bit of, thought I saw another one, but I guess not. Oh, there's some up there. Confetti coming, starting. And so I'm having to jump around a bit. So I hope you can see. No, you can't even see what I'm doing. All right, let's back you up a little bit then. How about that? There. That way you can see what I'm doing, even though my hand is getting in the way. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all the J's anyway. Alrighty, I think I've got them all. Yeah. But like I said, I'm not going to stay on here long. I'm just going to stay on here a little while, and then I'm going to close this down, and I'll probably go lay down for a little while because I am getting very, very tired. I saw a J. Now, where did it go? All right. There it is. I knew it was there. I just closed it again. Oh, well. All right. Here we go. Anyhow, so I think we're going to bring this to a close because I think we've been on here about 30 minutes or so. Well, a little more than that actually, but that's all right. All right, and hopefully y'all have a good day. And I might try to make another video tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how I feel. Okay. Oh, I was going to show you that other thing before I left. Okay, let me get you. All right. I'm going to have to raise you way up, okay? There. Because I was digging around and I found it in my stash. And I had completely forgot it was even in there. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Oh, get in there. Oh, I think that's it. Anyway, when I ordered it, okay, it was supposed to be a 40 by 40 and whatnot, and they sent me a 60 by 60 by, I don't know if it was by mistake or what. And get that out of here. Set that over there. Anyhow, and it's cute and all, but dang, it's big. Okay, let me see if I can get it to lay flat because it's been in my stash for a while. Can you see that? But anyway, it's huge. I had forgotten how big it was. And it is cute though. And but it's huge. It's a monster. But I thought it was kind of cute. So I pulled it out with a dent. I may try to work on it, you know, in between all the other ones that I'm working on. So we'll see. And then and then, hang on, let me get that up there. Like I said, I'm very limited in space here. Okay. It's all pre-packaged in the things, but there is a lot of drills in this thing. A lot. And, but yet it says 20 colors on here. But, I mean, it's something else. I don't know if you can see the colors or not. It's got purples and grays and looks like a terracotta color. Some real light, I don't know, almost coral. And, but they're pretty. I just forgot how big this thing was. But anyway, so I may start it, then again, I may not. I don't know yet. Okay, let me roll this thing back up. But anyhow, there we go. Now let's see if we can get back in its package. But that's one I just happened to stumble across when I was looking for something else. And so like I said, when it got here, it was in pretty sorry shape. When, you know, it was all bent and it was folded in half, and it was in pretty sad shape. But I figure what I'll do is I'll take and lay her out, you know, get the, you know, work on the cover sheet and see if I can get it to lay a little bit better flat. And anyhow, so that is what I found. I thought that was kind of cute. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this for now, and we'll get back to you. I know we've only been on here about 30, 40 minutes, something like that. But anyhow, y'all have a good day. And I will probably see you later tonight. Here's my little extras right there. And hopefully I can sit down and work with you a little bit more. You know, close this up like so. There we go. And then, so y'all have a good day. God bless you. God bless your families. You know, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And we will see you later, okay, on the next video. Alrighty, bye-bye.